Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jordan Sharp. And today we're going to be talking about those odds and how they've been acting up for the game between the New England Patriots and the San Diego Chargers. How you doing today, Jordan?
Doing good, Dax. Thanks, man.
All righty, brother. We got lines makers opening this one up, favoring the Patriots at -3.5. And no movement whatsoever on the line, only on the juice. Now the Patriots, damn, that was a good game. Lost against the Packers 21-26. Everybody thinks, or at least hopes, that that's going to be the Super Bowl for this year. And the Chargers, they got that one out of nowhere and won against the Ravens 34-33. Now, both teams are, awesome. I mean, I really like Phillip Rivers and the Chargers, but, he's going up against Tom Brady and the Patriots and Belichick, so I don't know. I mean, the fact that they are playing at home, it might give them a little bit of an edge. But hey, man, I mean, the Patriots are 9-3 straight up and 7-5 against the spread. And yeah, the Chargers are 8-4 straight up, but they are 6-6 against the spread. 3.5 points. That doesn't sound like a lot. Obviously, every time we bet against the Patriots, we're proven wrong, and we end up losing our money. This last week, we actually went with the Patriots. I think in our video, we were talking about the Packers, and we went with the Patriots because we both thought that they were going to win, and, there was no reason why not to take the points. We obviously didn't have that one right, but, yeah, I mean, that's how it is in this industry. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. In this case, man, I mean, we're looking at the Chargers. Phillip Rivers has Ryan Matthews back. We've seen him, what he's been doing in the last 3 weeks or so, I believe. So far, I think it's been like 200-300 yards so far. Even though with that, man, I think that if they can actually get that going and run a little bit the ball with him and maybe throw in a little bit of tandem of Brandon Oliver, they might have a little bit more chances. Antonio Gates is looking a lot better. He's catching the balls as always. Dropped a lot of weight, man. So I'm thinking that they might have that going for them. But then again, we look at the Patriots. They got LeGarrette Blount, first day on the job, and he ran for 80 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Jonas Gray's doing all right, and Brady looks like he's just doing his old thing, slinging the ball, getting touchdowns. Gronkowski running over people, throwing them out of the line. It's an intense game, no doubt, man. The only difference here is, the Patriots going on the road, playing against the Chargers. It's kind of tough for me to actually put my finger on who's going to take this game. But I mean, what do you think, man? I mean, is three points just too much?
I don't think it's too much, but this line is definitely really sharp. 3.5 points, I think, is where I think we see it stick at. There's a few that obviously have it at 4 right now in favor of the Patriots, but even the Sunday night game, it's still a cross country game for the Patriots, and they did lose last week to a very, very good team, and San Diego is still a pretty good team as well. I'm actually, I think, a little bit more excited about the over in this game. I think the line's been trending up from 49.5 to 51. I think you're still getting a little bit of value left with that 51 number. The spread to me right now is really good, and I really can't pick a side on this one. But I do think 51. This could be one of the higher scoring games of the week. Obviously, it's not the highest total. We'll get to that game in a minute with Monday night. But this one, I think, is actually a little bit better bet to go over, just because these are two offenses and two quarterbacks that could really get into a dueling match here, and we could see some pretty high scoring numbers in this one. What do you think about the over?
I don't know, man. I mean, I do like it, but the Patriots, their defense is starting to pick up the slack, man. I mean, it looks like they do have a little bit more of respect in the league right now. And the Chargers, yeah, I mean, they don't have much going for them and all, but still, Phillip Rivers is awesome, dude. I mean, the way that he plays and the passion that he brings to the game is just, something different. Obviously, it's Brady too. So I'm just split here, man. I don't know. I'd like to actually think that there could be a lot of points, but if Rivers chokes, then, who's going to put up the rest of the points? I can see the Patriots, to me, this game is going to end up 21-14. Patriots taking it by a touchdown, maybe.
I have to see a higher scoring game. Then I'm gonna throw a trend at you, so you can change your mind. In their last 65 games against AFC opponents, Patriots have cashed the over 46 of those times, only not cashing the over 19 of them. Does that sway you at all?
I don't know, man. A lot of shit happens, and a lot of trends that do hold water, and some of them they just don't. And it's Tom Brady here. I mean, if we were talking about a different quarterback and somebody else, all right, man. But I think that Brady's going to want to not overreact in this game and just keep it slow and keep it nice, nice and tight, nice and close. I think that they're not going to want to overwork him at this case. I don't know, man. I mean, it's just that 51 points to me is a little bit too much. Yeah, I mean, Rivers does have an arm, and he can actually spread the ball around with Ryan now running the ball a little bit better. It's just that I don't know, man. It's 51 points to me is a little too high. How about if we tease it, man?
Yeah, teaser wouldn't be a bad bet. That would also give you a little bit better value if you like the New England Patriots in this one, or if you like even if you like the Chargers too, you could tease them up to 10.5 and a 7-point teaser. So, either of those wouldn't be a bad direction. I think that actually you're right. It might be a pretty good value to go with a teaser here. I wouldn't mind either side on the spread and a 7-point teaser. And I think if you tease that down from 51, down into the 45 area, 44 area, yeah, it's actually a pretty good bet. I like that.
Yeah, because I mean, you might be right in this case that the Chargers might light up, and the Patriots might light up as well. It's just that I don't see the need for the Patriots to actually put up a lot of points. The Chargers, on the other hand, they do need to win this game just if they want to keep their hopes alive and make it to the playoffs. But it's just a factor that, I don't know, man. I have that gut feeling, like you said in the other video that we were doing. It's something that tells me that it's not going to be a very high-scoring game. If we do get a lot of points, we might see a 28-21 type of deal.
Yeah, I think that's not bad. I see your point. I guess that I might lay off just because I'll trust your gut. I'll trust your gut on this one.
All right, man.
We're really good, so yeah, that could weigh into it. We could see a little bit. Only 4 or 5 total touchdowns. So yeah, this is one of my more favorite games of the week, though. Obviously Sunday night.
Oh yeah, so no doubt. It's definitely a game that we have to watch because I believe that it's one of the best that we have on the lineup, right?
Absolutely, yeah. All the later games are as always are always really good this week, and I think this week with bowling, you're looking at a nice late afternoon of football.
Yep. All right, Jordan, as always, man, a pleasure talking football with you. Let's do this again next week, man.
All right, thanks, Dax.
No problem. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.